we're trying to go from step 1 to step 100 instead of going from step 1 to step 2. And that's where you run into problems. When the unicorns and fairy dust is the basis for your projection, you're bound to come into a rude awakening one way or the other. And of course now, especially after COVID, the world has sort of woken up to the idea that we can't depend on China for anything because they're not, necessarily acting in the world's best interests. They're acting in their own best interests, which most countries should. It's rational for them to do that. But it's kind of sent a light bulb through in a bipartisan fashion through the world that these mined commodities, including coal, we need to pay much closer attention to going forward because it is actually the mechanism by which the West can secure its own independence.
And we've seen this sort of the cyclicality in met coal prices and thermal prices. We've seen those crazy highs, really, of I think about $600 per ton, if I recall that correctly. So where do you see sort of the marginal cost of production flow right now, and this sort of the $200 to $250 per ton range, the new normal, so to speak?